Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Even better because I have top favorites, and one of my favorite aunts is here.
Yes.
One of my only aunts.
That's exciting. Have you guys been having fun?
Yes, we've been having a lot of fun. So
good.
But it's upsetting because she's leaving today.
Short visit, huh?
Yeah, but it's okay. But she will come back soon.
So what do you have to show me today? You said you had something you wanted to show me.
Yes. She brought some stuff. She always has to bring gifts. And she brought me 2 coloring books, and I already started on one.
Oh, wow, Sky, that's cool. Neat.
See? And then she brought me another one. And then she brought me $100 pens.
Oh my goodness, look at all those colors. Holy cow. Are they like ballpoint pens? Or are they like markers?
They're like gel pens.
Wow. And what are you going to use those for? Coloring in every color of the rainbow.
Right.
You practice your cursive handwriting?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you even do cursive in school these days?
Well, in 2nd grade, they kind of gave us a little package of just coloring stuff, and they didn't really teach us. But my mom, and believe it or not, Mama was so upset about it that in kindergarten, I was taught my first and last name. Nobody believes me, but in kindergarten, I learned Skyland Brundage.
In cursive.
In cursive. And
good for you. That's great. Well, I'm so happy to see you're you're not quite done school. You still have a little ways to go. Unlike my kids, but
May 25th.
May 25th.
But your kids are they're at higher grades than me. They're in a different school. They're states and states away.
Yeah.
They get in September. I get it in July.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, it was good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your time with your Auntie Karen.
I will.
Okay.
And I hope you enjoy the time here.
Good.
All right. I love you.
Love you too.
Nice seeing you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay, now Debbie, hit pause.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Look who I have.
We got a special guest on the show today. Hi, Karen.
Oh, it's so fun to be here.
It's so fun to have you. Here too. I know. That's okay. I'm here right now. We're together.
I want to make a disclaimer because I do that. I don't want any comments on this podcast about the sound quality. Okay? Debbie and I already had a fight this morning about it. Headset, no headset. She won. So I don't want to hear a word from anybody watching this about the sound quality unless you put a reply that says, Debbie, you were wrong. They should have wore the headsets. That's the only ones that I'm going to allow.
She's already blaming me for the poor quality of the sound ahead of time, so everybody knows it's my fault. I just thought it was better if we would be together than to be passing the headset down the line and each individual person. The whole point of this is for us to be together.
Notice if we had to do that, that would have meant Debbie had to do nothing. And we would have been doing the passing. But it is, you can't, if you have the headset on, the other person can't hear what's going on. So,
and I'm feeling like I'm
one happy family for once.
Yes, and I didn't want to feel like I was interviewing 3 people. I want to visit with you guys, not have single conversations.
Okay, stop acting like sisters and let's visit.
Okay, so
I hope people took a half day off of work because it may take this long to get to watch this podcast. I have no idea how long it'll take.
Nah.
You don't think?
Nah.
Oh.
Okay, so let's do an introduction. You introduce our aunt.
This is my Aunt Karen. She is the Knitting Pop-Pop's baby sister. And she calls him Lala. She called him Lala all her life. His first name is Larry.
I couldn't say Larry, so I said Lala.
And she only lives about 4 to 4.5 hours away in Huntsville, Alabama, from me. And it's been let's count it. 8 years since she came to this house.
My bad.
So Ronnie and I went to her house 4 years ago or so. I don't know why it's so long between. It's called life.
Yeah.
So the last time she saw Sky was 2. She's changed a little bit, as you can imagine. And Aunt Karen has changed a lot. And then the boys came over yesterday. Debbie's going to put in a video from our little visit with Pop Pop yesterday, who turned 75. Happy birthday, Dad. So that'll be put at the end of the podcast. So he hasn't really seen you for a few years. No. So anyway, we're having a wonderful time. We did some dyeing yesterday.
Oh, did we do dyeing?
The boys came over. We did the little video. We went out to eat at the Japanese, had some sushi last night. We stayed up and knit. And we've been knitting this morning. We went for a run and a walk around the neighborhood already this morning. So we're having fun.
Yep.
How late did you stay up last night?
No, about 10 o'clock.
10:30.
Oh.
I let her retire to the first guest of the guest room.
Let me tell you something. I felt like a princess. I had to jump up into the bed.
She had to jump into the bed because it was so high.
I love it. It's so comfortable.
Oh, good. She did a good job redoing that room, huh?
Oh my gosh. I feel so honored to be the first guest.
Yeah, she's the first one.
Awesome.
And then she peeks her head out, and me and Ronnie are sitting drinking coffee, and she said, "Can I take a shower?" I said, "No, you've come to visit, but you may not use the shower facilities." But of course you can shower. She took little white towels from her room, walked into the shower.
Well, we'll have to do that. You guys will have to make a habit of doing that more often.
Yeah.
Ink Indigo B&B. I'll tell you what.
There you go. I already have other people saying, "I'm guest number 2," because they all know that she's guest number 1.
Yeah.
And if you would like to follow her on Instagram, hang on just a minute. It's KITTKNITS.
Kitty K Knits.
Kitty. Oh,
With the Y.
Hold on, wait a minute. My secretary's screwing up. AKITTY.
Kitty K Knit. KNITS.
Another K?
No.
K.
You tagged her on your last post. Go to Amy's last post and find it there. Kitty K.
Yeah, there's
Kitty
2 K.
K Knits. Yeah. Kitty K
Hold
Knits.
on, I'm on my 3rd post-it note.
The secretary just has to get.
She needs to get it together.
She needs to get it together. That's
Kitty
me.
K Knits. Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
like
Knits.
that. You'll find her. Okay. What Aunt Karen did not only brought. Okay, so let's tell a little story. Go get the strawberries. Okay. So she, of course, we know Aunt Karen. She's a baker extraordinaire, wedding cake maker. She's also hairstylist, past life. Now she's executive secretary. She's sort of a Joan of all trades. So she says they are above the first drawer, Skyland's in the refrigerator.
Sorry.
In the Tupperware top, pull it out.
Oh, yeah.
She asked me earlier this week, what can I bring? What kinds of flavors of sweets do you like? And I said, well, we like chocolate and peanut butter. I said, but you're not going to be bringing anything. I said, so I called her. I said, you need to just bring some fruit. I said, just bring some fruit. She said, okay.
Do the fruit holder.
She is a Mushek.
I said about peaches. Do you know about peaches?
Oh, the peaches. What's wrong with her? Well, she's a Mushek. She brings 3 different. Hold on a second. So she brought some fruit.
Definitely.
Look what she brought.
Did you make those?
Of course she did.
Oh.
Chocolate covered strawberries was just one of the 3 things she brought.
Yum.
She brought. Okay, I need a napkin, please. There'll be that right there. She brought. Remember the tasty cakes with the white cake and the peanut butter and then the chocolate on top.
My favorite.
Candy cakes.
She brought a whole batch.
I made
of
them.
homemade of those.
I have the recipe.
And then she made the
Orange ricotta cheese cookies. What? They're very high in protein. They're so yummy.
So I've been
I
running
thought she
a
was
lot
gonna
since
say
she's been here.
Very high in calories.
No, low in sugar, high in
Ooh.
protein.
You might have to send me
Get
that
me
recipe.
one of those if that's the deal, because I'm
Okay.
hungry. Get me one of those cookies.
1 or 2.
I don't care. Just bring them. We're gonna We're gonna have snacks while we're talking. So anyway, so she brought a whole bunch of
What kind of
grapes.
fruits do you like?
Yeah, what kind of fruits?
And
She
then I
said peaches.
do you like
She says,
peaches?
"Do you like peaches?" You know her. So this is all on text, and I said yes. She says, "How much?
How much do you like peaches?
I said, "Not 5 bushels of peaches." I can see her driving and bringing out a 5-gallon drum, a 5-gallon bucket filled with peaches. I can just see it because she cans. Of course, I don't do any of that.
Right.
How much do you like? And I said, maybe a little. Here's those cookies.
Ooh. Oh.
Here.
And they're a soft cookie. They're not a crispy cookie.
Here, sniff it. Sniff. Aren't they good? Wait, hold on a minute. I'll let you know.
I want one.
Okay, here, catch
Protein.
it. I'm gonna throw it at you. Ready?
Protein.
Okay, put those back, Scott.
Send me that recipe.
Okay.
So good.
So we're talking about the peaches thing. So I'm thinking, okay. A couple peaches per person is how much we like peaches, not grocery bags full. That's what
And
she
I said,
brings.
How much do you like peaches? And then she says, oh, a lot. And I said, like 2 peach trees full. So there's a story behind this because 8 years ago, when I started planting things at my house, when I bought it, I put in 2 peach trees and 2 plum trees. The plums I've lost last year, but the 2 peach trees, I named them. One was Pop-Up.
For Pop-Up Mushek, her
Pop-Up
daddy.
Mushek, my dad. And one was Wendy.
Oh.
And the Wendy tree has dropped peaches onto the ground, and they've germinated in the ground and thrown up new peach trees.
Oh my gosh.
Sky, bring the peach trees.
Scott's our go-to girl. Bring me the peach trees real quick.
I brought 2 peach trees. I said, you have to plant these in your backyard and name either one of them Wendy or Abby, whatever.
Yeah.
Put that down. Grab me that box. Okay. So since I kill everything, I've decided this is going to be Ronnie and Sky's
Ronnie
project.
and Sky's project.
We don't kill anything.
Oh, look how cute.
They're peaches from the pit. They germinated on their own.
Because, the peaches fall on the ground, they rot, and then the pit just sits there, and then years later, you have a new peach
Thanks,
tree.
Sky.
You've got some good soil over there, Aunt Karen.
I guess.
That's a happy tree.
So what else? She brought me a gift that she made. She gave Sky stuff, and she handed me this ball that was wrapped up in tissue paper, and it was like
Real soft.
it was like she wrapped up a little bit of air. And I'm thinking, you didn't bring me anything. This is just a joke. Now let me see if you know what this is.
It looks like wool.
It is.
Is it to hang in the tree for the birds?
You are ridiculously a genius. I went.
It's a birdie ball.
It's called a birdie ball.
Yeah, they
Okay,
take the
so-
wool and put it in their nest, right?
Okay, yeah. There's that gnat. Wait until you see the video at the end. Us talking to Pop. We're trying to smack that gnat. It's back. The same one. We still haven't caught it. So if you see us do that, it's a gnat. So Ronnie. Okay, let's back up. Our front porch has a little tiny ledge, like 1.5 inches, under the overhang. About this time, the birds start making nests. Ronnie already took one nest down. Well, first we got up on a ladder. We took my camera, pointed it down, took a picture, looked at the picture to make sure there was no eggs in the nest, or he would have left it. But why does a bird make a nest? To lay eggs. Duh. So I took the nest and I put it over on a stump on the side where our tree ridge is, thinking, well, they can just move in here. Okay, what dumb bird is going to allow it to be out there where squirrels and things can get to the birds? No dumb bird will do that. Next thing we know, because we had a lot of rain, next thing we know, there's mud slung everywhere on the front porch. There's poop right in front of the door. On the glass door, there's mud. I think she tried to take apart because that nest was gone. Now it's up in front of our glass door.
In a different location.
In a different location on the porch after he pressure washed the front porch. Now it's a wreck.
She's determined to
She's
live
very-
there.
We got up on a ladder, checked that there was no eggs. Ronnie took it down and he threw it in the garbage. Fast forward then that night, he walked by because we have a little glass door in our front door. There's a little glass pane thing. He looked, that bird was sitting on that ledge, just sitting there. no nest there. And Ronnie said, that bird is up there looking for that nest. I said, see, you pissed her off now. And then he'd get up and then he'd come back, sit down. Then he'd get up 15 minutes later, he'd look back out and the bird was still sitting there.
He is such a softie.
Ronnie felt so bad. So
because now even all of her construction materials were all gone and she couldn't easily.
Now great. The tornado came through and now everything's lost. So I got to start over. I said, you should feel really good about yourself now, Ronnie. He's just like, God, I feel so bad. Okay, fast forward a week then. She built another nest.
Of course she
location.
Of course she did. You should just leave her alone.
So when Aunt Karen brought this, I said, Ronnie, you're never going to invite Aunt Karen ever back again. This is for the birds to make nests. He's thinking, oh, that's nice. But he's thinking, I'm never putting that up in a tree. You can forget it. I'm going to throw that thing away. No, he won't. He won't throw it away. But we're going to put it in the tree. I didn't put it up yet because I wanted to show it today. So maybe I think he feels a little bad. Maybe he could say, oh, here, birdie, your third house for your little babies now can be really soft. Isn't that beautiful?
It's really pretty.
But it's basically, this twine, macrame twine.
Mm-hmm.
And the knitting thing, the plastic knitting looms with a little, and you kind of go like that, and you can make
the smallest one makes that. Or even a baby hat if you're going to use yarn.
You can make a tube, take it off, you enclose both ends, and then you just stuff.
No, you open one end and you stuff it, and then you close it.
And then you pull it through the holes.
You take your hook and just go like this and pull it out.
So, did you make that?
She made this for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know you made it. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Aunt Karen, that's crazy.
It's the coolest thing to hang in your yard. It really is. It's so sweet. You can watch them pull it away,
So it wasn't a ball of air. It was a birdie ball.
It's awesome.
Ronnie's so excited about it.
I figured, I can't make her any knitting products.
That's right.
That's ridiculous.
That's right. We have a bird that comes back every year and builds a nest in the, right outside our front door. We have that little open air, and then there's like a big tree there it's like a bush with all kinds of vines and stuff.
Oh.
Well, up in there, and I swear this nest is about that big, and the birds are about that big, and they sit in this, and the baby birds grow to the point to where I don't even know how they sit in that nest. It's crazy. And then I guess they get big enough, the mom just pushes them out and they leave.
Just like that movie where the girl hits her head and she's a big chunky girl and she looks at herself, she says, oh my God, I'm beautiful. She thinks she's model, but she's really a big girl. It's sort of like that with the bird. He thinks he's just tiny. And there's plenty of room, although he's this big bird sitting on this little tiny nest.
Crazy.
I'm so pretty. I feel pretty. Skyland's telling me the name of the thing. Okay, let's show some woolly goodness because Mom is already mad we've talked too long.
Yes, sure.
You want Aunt Karen to show some of the things she brought to show me?
Yes. She needs to scoot over a little bit. She's a little too far away. There we go.
Put your cheek over here. Ooh. Okay, so then people message us on the comments that Debbie's being critical and telling me what to do when she tells us stuff like that. All right, just you didn't hear that part. It's okay. Moving along.
I'm just trying to make it so she's not like this halfway off the screen.
I kind of like it like that. Stay right there, Debbie. Okay, so Aunt Karen made herself something a long time ago for an event that didn't happen. We're not going to go into all of that. Yeah. And I showed the pattern to Mom a while back, and Mom's just like, I don't know that she's going to finish that. She finished it, and she hadn't blocked it, so we had it out on blocking mats yesterday.
Amy, would you help me block this, please?
We blocked it, and we took some pictures of her.
And it took up the whole
pool table.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Let's see it.
It's the Shaylin pattern.
Uh-huh. Oh, Aunt Karen, look at that.
And I have beads at the bottom.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Close so they can see the beads.
Oh, wow.
And it's this very pretty oatmeal color.
It almost has a hue
alpaca.
It's the softest
It's so soft.
thing.
Is it? It's 100% alpaca?
It's alpaca and merino.
Oh.
But it's mostly alpaca. I think it's I can't remember the name. I tried to look it up.
Shea Linen.
Pacaluna or something is the yarn.
It's
It's a
beautiful.
triangular shawl, and I've never met anybody that knits as loose as Aunt Karen. She showed me about 10 rounds on the cuff of a sock, on a sock US 2, 60 stitches, just like I make
It's like a
mine.
4.
I think it could fit an elephant ankle. It's so loose. I said,
That's also that fixation, because that's a stretchy yarn.
that's true. So I said, all right, rip it back. We're starting over. She's very, but this is
It's
so
beautiful.
I added 2 extra rows. There's only supposed to be 5, but I made 7 repeats on it.
It's beautiful.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
So it wouldn't be that long. It would be up to here.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted it to hang down real far in the back. So anyway, maybe
It's
one.
gorgeous, Aunt Karen. It's
Thank you.
gorgeous.
I love it. I love to just hold it. I get tactile. I have to kind of go.
Yeah.
She texts me every now and then. She says, I'm in my yarn room feeling my yarn. I'm like, okay, we're not going to advertise that you do that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of us do that.
Sometimes I have to go in there and just feel it.
Just
It's like,
touch it.
Oh, this color looks good with this.
Okay, get out. Speaking of mystery knit alongs, which we're not speaking of that just yet, our next mystery knit along starts this Friday. And
Yes.
people usually know me. They usually come out the night before. I'm not saying it will, but it might. And so she brought, I think, half of her
Oh my
stash
gosh.
in a huge garbage bag so
Just
we could
that.
figure out which ones we'll bring together. And the ones we decided on are the one that she texted me the picture last week, and we said that looks good, but she didn't trust it, so she brought all of half of her stash. So we had to look at
really
that
did.
for real. She really did.
Did you show her the pattern, or are you making it a mystery
No,
for her?
she wants
No,
it
I
to be
have
a
not seen the
surprise.
pattern. So
She wants
Okay.
it to be
And
a
I'm in the
surprise.
house with it too. I could really look,
No, you won't find
but
it.
I don't want to.
Okay.
So this is what she decided for her a mother's gift, mystery knit along.
So this is my Amy's creation for me in a denim blue.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I custom dyed that for her.
And then this is from a yarn dyer in Floyd, Virginia.
You
That
remember
is
Yes.
perfect, Aunt Karen.
Her name is Hey You.
Hey, you. Oh,
And
cute.
it's the huckleberry colorway. So
Isn't
look
that-
together, how pretty.
It's perfect.
Flecks of blue in there.
Yes.
I'm hoping the denim will pick that up.
and
Oh.
I
She's
can
gonna
wear
be
it
able
with
to wear this with
jeans,
jeans
all
or-
kinds of stuff. So I'm excited.
after we looked at all of the yarn, which was
Oh my
fun,
gosh.
because we found a couple good combinations, but let me pre-warn people,
Yeah.
color A, which is the light variegated speckled one, must be at least 430 yards. If you start with a beautiful skein that's 400 yards, you may be disappointed and run out of yarn.
Mhm.
So hear it now. That's my warning.
Some of the ones we looked at yesterday were
Or
only
400
400
yards.
so
So we had to kick those out. Okay, so on the same lines of mystery knit along, let's show last year's
oh yes,
A Mother's
Mother's Heart. This was my finish object for that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is Artistic Lilies,
Uh-huh.
the blue.
What was the color? I know Ellie's going.
Ellie will
is
know it.
hollering out the name.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember it.
But look what Aunt Karen did. She took
She striped
Was
a
white
lighter
mohair.
color.
in the
From Nana.
stripes. She held white mohair with it, and then she just did the bind off with
The picot.
just the mohair. Isn't that so delicate?
Little picos.
That is a beautiful variation, Aunt Karen. I love that
I
you
fell in
did
love with it.
that.
I
What
love
made
it.
you think of holding the mohair for those garter stripes?
Well, I'll have to give that to Nana Knits.
Really? The
When I
knitting
was out
Nana?
there,
The knitting
yes,
Nana?
knitting Nana. When I was out there in
Oh.
February, she said, "Here, Karen, take this mohair." And I went,
What am I
I
gonna do with
could.
that? Yeah.
She wasn't much, and
Yeah.
I said, I can put it with this color.
It looks beautiful because it's the same exact color, but it just lightens the shade a little bit.
There's flecks. See, there's little tiny
Yes.
flecks in this color,
Yes. Oh,
and it
that's
picks it
beautiful.
up. But you know what's crazy? It's such a gorgeous purpley blue, like
This
a
is
corn
a tweed.
It is like a tweed.
It's a tweedy base, but that's just been dyed because you can tell
Oh, the flecks are the tweed.
tweed. Yes.
Cool.
It's beautiful, and it's so
Airy.
Very soft.
It's so
very
my color
soft.
too. Okay, show the next one. I'm
But
gonna
the
put this
crazy
one
part of it is, I can only wear it with a gray because it's a funny color. You can't match
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But
But it's a
gray
good
looks
accent piece.
or white looks
Yeah.
nice with white.
on. Oh yeah, white.
There you go. You got white on.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. You
I'm gonna
can't
leave
have
it on until
No,
I
you
start
can't have
sweating.
it.
I won't have it. As much as
It
I
looks
want.
like you have it on backwards, Amy. Is it the wrong side?
Yeah. No. Yeah. You got it inside out.
Sorry, it looked funny.
You're right.
Mom.
I told you, she criticizes me all the time.
Mama, what I was gonna say.
See, we all think it's in our mind. It's not. She's criticizing me.
No,
and just
she's
for
very
that,
observant.
I'm gonna leave it on just like this. So
Don't
so
show
bad.
any,
moving right along.
don't show anything else on sticky notes with words, because to her and to the people out there, it's upside down. It's backwards.
I know. Okay, that's the one thing about not having a headset. You have the peanut gallery in the background. Okay, peanut gallery. Show this one next. I love this. I remember her knitting that. I said, "What is that?"
Okay. I think the plum.
Oh, wow.
The plum is just a cascade fingering, I believe
Uh-huh.
it is. The blue is
A
Jason's
moon's eye. Jason's
Oh.
eye.
one of my favorite. This is my hoodie shawl cardigan.
Yes. Oh, that's gorgeous. And the pattern?
Do you remember the pattern? Something. I asked her this last night, and she did think of it. She'll think of it tomorrow.
Okay.
It's kind of like
Happy day or something.
it's something endless
Oh,
night
you
or
said
something.
it was kind of a stormy. It was kind of a dark.
It's a very dark sounding name of pattern. That's why I don't want to say it now because it won't help her get it. It's on Ravelry.
Okay, just
But
put in
it's
dark sounding
just,
pattern.
and I really made it my own
yeah,
because
because
I
there's
followed.
stockinettes, a garter
It's
ridges.
just-
That's all it is.
It's changes of garters and
Uh-huh.
stocking with the color, different colors that different ways. I don't know if you can you
Pretty.
really see the pattern, the detail.
Yes. Yeah, you can. You can see the ridges and the yeah.
So I kind of just went
And
with
really,
it.
if people have okay, let me think. Hold on, before I have a senior moment. If people have a favorite
Senior
shawl,
moments.
I am not a senior. I'm in denial. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. I'm going to chase you out of the room, Miss Missy.
Peanut gallery.
Sitting on the other side of the table. If people have a favorite shawl, if you wear those things, or wraps, you can create your own by just keeping the increases and decreases, and then do whatever you want on the
Mhm, that's
whole
what I
thing.
did.
And that's what you
Mhm.
did. You got a little tired of
Yeah.
curling. You said, "I'm just going to knit this row," and it
Mhm.
ends up a garter ridge.
Oh, so
Okay,
you
so-
modified that for
did.
oh, okay.
I kind of take
Nice.
after her a little bit, you know. Maybe that's where she got it. Can't follow a
She
pattern.
can't follow directions either, and I told her just to bring fruit. Look what she got. She brought trees and chocolate covered strawberries, cherries, and cookies. Okay, let's show that one.
Oh,
This
okay.
is an oldie, right?
This is.
But it's-
I wish I had the names written down.
See, she was very unprepared. She thought
I
we were
am
just going
very
to say
unprepared.
hello.
I said, "What do I need to do?" And she said,
Said
"Oh, just
nothing.
sit there." We named this the knitting group that I have back home. We named it the Never Ending Shawl, which is very funny because once you get down to the
The
bottom,
fun part.
Oh, it's so
it's
pretty.
paper white. It's called the paper white.
Paper white? I thought
it had
something to do with snow. No.
This is the paper white, I believe, and
Paper
it's with
white,
the Quince
she thinks.
Company yarn.
Quincy
I've
Coat
seen that stitch pattern before, and I'm trying to remember. I think it's
This is, even though it's stripes, it's all stockinette until you get down to the bottom.
and it's such a clean and classic look that
Very easy to wear with. The gray goes with
yes.
I've said this all winter. I need to knit something with gray, and I have some beautiful La Bien-Aimée because I wear a lot of gray pants and stuff like that to work. I just can't bring myself to knit gray. I don't know how Tracy does it. Tracy and
Yeah.
Jody, they love. I am a color person. I have got to. I wish somebody would just knit something gray. I'll commission you.
Okay.
I think that pattern on the edging looks like one of Helen Stewart's
Okay, she's gonna look it
sock
up.
patterns or something, but that's really pretty. Really pretty. It has like almost like a little line and then an eyelet and they
And
kind
the
of offset from each other a little bit.
Right.
It's really pretty.
So do you have any finished objects? Because I do, but I can't show it. I finished the Mystery Knit Along, thankfully. I saw your post, your Mind the Gap socks.
Yeah. I finally weaved in the ends and I put in my little
Uh, what did you-
duplicate stitch with yellow.
Oh, gotcha.
That's where the yarn was broken and it needed to be, the ball was lost.
I wonder how that
By
happened.
Alicia Plummer.
Oh, yes.
Paper
So-
white.
I finished those. And I started 2 new things since the last time we met. Did you want me to start or show my?
Yeah, go in the picture. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, hang on just a minute.
Okay, hanging on. Oh, pretty. Yeah. Paper white.
Paper white. That's
By
the
Alicia
pattern.
Plummer.
That is a very beautiful, classic, wearable.
Yeah.
It looks
Very
kind of
good.
sporty and kind of casual and just, yeah, really pretty. And what
Mine
weight
was
is
knit.
the yarn?
What's the weight?
It was
this thing?
the weight is
Sport.
sport.
Yeah, it looked a little
Thing.
heavier.
You
little
can do it in
heavier.
worsted. You
Yeah.
can do it in DK. Depending
It's a
on where
good
you
one
live.
for fall. You
Yeah.
know, it's
US 6 first was sport.
yep.
That might be.
It was fun to do, but it was never ending. I never thought I'd get it finished.
It's one of those things that is really good for social knitting because it's really straightforward, right? You don't have to think a
Yeah.
lot about it and you just can do it as you're
Increase-
talking and
And just the center band and center spine.
Center double decrease.
Good.
Yeah. You want to see what we dyed yesterday for her?
Yes.
Okay, so she wants to knit the Ho-He. Name of the pattern.
It is
her new sparkle cardigan
cardigan.
with all the eyelets,
Yes.
and she wanted it in a pretty pink.
And I wanted it a soft pink, nothing crazy,
Yes.
because I'm going to wear it to work and with a shell underneath.
Yes.
God.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Put a
Look
couple
at this.
little.
Look at the.
We put a little tiny bit of fuchsia speckles just on half the skein.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so talk to Debbie about this because she would know.
Yeah.
I know generally with indie dyed yarn, you should alternate skeins.
Mm-hmm.
You know the pattern, Ho-He's, it's all with eyelets. I think the whole entire thing.
Yeah, it is.
Do you think she still would have to alternate?
Because of it not being as dense?
It's not stockinette. You wouldn't see a line. What do people think? Do you think she still needs to alternate skeins?
Well, when you lay the skeins down next to each other, how many skeins does it take?
We're doing 4, but I won't need the whole 4.
And what's the construction? It's probably top down if it's Ho-He.
Mm-hmm. And it's a cardigan.
And what's the front band construction? Have you already bought the pattern?
I do have it, but she puts buttons on it. I'm not going to do buttons. I'm just going to let it hang open.
But the reason why I ask is on a cardigan when you're going back and forth. So if you alternate skeins, you would have one edge that yarn is carried as you're alternating skeins. So if you have a button band that you're picking up, it would hide that alternating, the carrying of the yarn.
I'll be right back.
Just one moment.
Okay. I would still alternate.
Would you, Debbie?
Yeah, because otherwise from far away, you're going to see bands of slightly different. It doesn't matter that it's patterned. You'll still see those bands. Now, if you can get your skeins lined up so that you have like a fade and then you alternate where you're in between where you're transitioning.
We had 4 skeins. We dyed them all in the same pot, but we speckled them separately.
Okay, there's two pictures.
It looks like there is a button band.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you pick up and knit that with a ribbing. Yeah.
It would hide the edge.
Yeah.
She said you would have to pull it every 2 rows. You would have to.
Or what you can do, Karen, is lay out your 4 skeins, and if there are some that are like a little bit darker, maybe you want to do it like a fade, where you do the lightest at the top, and then you have the heaviest speckled at the bottom, and then
Not much. There's only a little bit.
I think this is the only skein that got a little bit extra.
Yeah, we're calling it a
sparkle.
Wendy
Pop.
A Wendy pop.
I was like, oops.
You do that on the bottoms of the sleeves. Maybe you keep that one for the bottoms of the sleeves, you know?
I don't think I can do that.
She can do that. Okay.
Or, you know, you can do one skein, and then before you get to the next skein, just stripe it a couple times so that they blend together.
To work with two.
Yeah. Just you know, for a couple, as you're getting towards the end, you have a little ball. And you just
start striping in the second one, and then so that way it's not a hard line, but it blends a little better.
You're not managing two balls for the entire sweater.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's a smart idea. Genius. See, this is why I talk to her. This is the only reason I talk to her. No, I know it's not. What else have you been working on?
Do you want to see what I've been knitting?
Yes. Show us.
So I'll show you this first because this was my really fun new cast on. I put it in my EYF bag.
My gosh, she was telling me about that.
And I'm knitting the Archer sweater by Elizabeth Doherty. And these are my colors. I'm using my La Bien Amie.
So pretty. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
These are merino singles. And the colors are very similar to the colors that were used in the sample that's on the picture of the pattern page. And Amy,
You started striping yet?
Yes, you and I met Elizabeth at the Country House Retreat. And
we spent hours and hours and hours with her. And she's like an engineer.
She's like an engineer. Her mind is like an engineer. And she thinks about the shape of the body and creating a fabric that follows the shape of the body so you don't have excess. Right. You know, when you do top-down sweaters, a lot of times you have, even if it's a raglan shaping, you still have extra. This one, I swear, it's going to fit like a glove. And when you see it on the models, it fits beautifully. So you do a lot of short rows. This pattern has a lot of short rows, and I'm doing German short rows. It calls for wrap and turn, but I'm doing German. And here is what I have so far.
Wow.
So this is the back. You start at the back neck, and you do short row shaping to make the angled shoulder. You see how that's angled?
Because we're not like a box at the top.
Right.
Our shoulders slope down.
Right. And then you knit down, and it has a braid. I don't know if you can see the braid.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
And the braid makes an arch.
At the top, in the front, and the back.
In the front and the back.
You need a couple more hands.
That's cool.
And you start striping, and you start and you pick up as you go down. You knit short rows as you're striping. And the way it's just really fun because each section you read, it's called Archer. And and I told her, I said, this is going to be a challenge for me because I know it's pretty complicated. And she said, just follow the pattern. Let yourself just follow the pattern.
Amy, I'm sorry, you can't do that.
I know, I told her I'm not able to do that.
But if you do each step, and she's really good about putting markers for every place where you turn into your short row, so you're not like having to count. And remember, it's all marked out for you, and you go through.
And really, if you think about it, even somebody who hasn't been knitting too long, if the pattern is written exquisitely and you just don't anticipate what's coming up, you just follow how it's written. Anybody can knit just about anything.
Wow.
You can see I have all my little markers in there, and I'm about to add my stripes. So I'm going to come up and I'm going to stripe across and stripe across and stripe across.
Next marker to the next marker. Right. Very ingenious.
Very nice.
She's
I cannot
so smart.
wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it finished.
And I love how the striping is so subtle, those two colors.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Nice.
So I've been working on that in the evenings, which has been really fun.
Why have you been working that in the evenings? Because you have time to work on that in the evenings?
You have nothing else to do?
No, because she said
after
something
work.
In the evenings.
Oh,
what?
I've heard about this.
What?
You said something fun to do in the evenings. I've already called Connie, and Connie's already told Marcella, I'm sure. But wait a minute, hold on.
She got it.
No, I didn't.
Rats.
Anyway,
So
Here.
because I can't carry that to a baseball game.
You got it.
Oh my gosh, Amy, that's gross.
I'm sorry. I feel very accomplished now that I finally got it.
Because I can't carry that to a baseball game and try and
No.
pay attention, I had to cast on a pair of vanilla socks or very, very close to vanilla. So,
Oh my. This is beautiful.
ooh, Amy, pretty. Ooh, look at how those speckles are like little pops all over the place.
Okay, so Connie said talk all about the yarn, but not about the pattern because there's something going on, which is a sweater club.
Ah,
Connie Chili Knits dyed the yarn. Trey Liz is also dyeing kits for this sweater club. It's coming out in June. And it's Marcella. Is she Marcella Knits on Instagram?
Marcella Chang, I think.
Yes. It's her. Oh, wait, never mind.
You can't show the pattern anyways, so it doesn't matter.
So they asked Debbie to test knit, and she said, sure. And then she showed on the last podcast, and then she only had that much done. And then we were talking, and I said, that's really pretty yarn. She says, yeah. I said, it's really kind of hot in California. She says, I know. And it's short sleeve, and I'd really love to knit that. She said, oh, my God. Okay, Amy, I'll send it to you. So she sent it to me, and I've just been knitting round and round and round and round and enjoying it, loving it, and maybe I'll be able to wear it before it starts getting too cold. But there's it could be short sleeve or long sleeve. I'm not going to say any more because then I'll give away the pattern.
Yes.
But that's what I've been knitting on. I also have been
And the
knitting-
yarn is merino, but it feels like cashmere.
Yes, it feels like cashmere.
Beautiful.
Can you believe that, Aunt Karen? How soft that yarn is.
Oh my gosh, I wanted it. I said you should look, Elvis. You know, it's like I was hoping maybe I could take it, but didn't work.
So my Tegna, I took the needles off to do this other project. So
Oh
my
gosh, this
Tegna,
is gorgeous.
and so I can't. Well, I can follow a pattern. Let's say it all
Really?
together. I can follow a pattern. I just
But we
choose,
don't like to.
No, I just choose not to. So that's exactly what I did. So I did my own thing with my Tegna. I did
That's
the bottom,
pretty.
and then I did diamonds, and then these bands coming up from the diamonds.
That's pretty.
And I think I'm going to follow the bands, twisted stitch in the middle all the way up. So I'll get back to this when I get this other more fun thing to do.
What's the
Her.
more fun thing? Connie's? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just have to feel it. I
She's
just
got
have
to feel it.
Just have to
She's
feel
touching
it.
my things.
Touchy, you know.
Touching my things.
So the other thing I started was for baseball game knitting, and Luke has one of Luke's coach's moms comes to every single game, and she's kind of adopted Luke as her favorite player.
There's
And-
something with her, I'm sure.
What?
There's something wrong with her, I'm sure.
No.
I'm
She's-
only kidding. Lukey's best.
She's very sweet, and Luke wanted me to knit her a pair of socks.
Oh.
So he picked out.
Okay, we were talking about this. Aunt Karen says, well, how do you figure out how to knit socks for somebody? I said, yes, it's not
I
easy.
never knew this. The arm.
The arm. Oh, yeah, your foot is as long as your forearm, generally. And she's like, what? What? I said, do it. She gets her foot up there. Oh, my God, I can't believe that.
I never knew that.
Okay,
Yeah.
did you measure her arm? Is it a
No,
surprise?
but he said he asked her shoe size, and she said she
Okay.
wears like an 8.5. So I'll make them a little shorter than mine, and they'll be fine. The socks are pretty forgiving too. They're stretchy.
Your teenager knows how coveted hand knits are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most teenagers don't know that.
So
No,
here's the socks. This is the back of the foot.
Pretty.
And that's the yarn that you dyed. He picked out this yarn. This is one of your hand-dyed yarns that you called Petal.
Oh, pedal.
Okay.
How did you get it?
You sent it to me. It was one of your very first skeins that you dyed a long
Hard to
while
do
ago.
I know, it wasn't.
Pretty.
Oh, nice.
So this is a 80-20 base. I'm using a 2.25 millimeter needle, and I'm doing 60 stitches.
So it's a US 1?
US 1. US 1. 2.25. You should go down to a 1, Aunt Karen.
I got to get one in 9-inch circs, though. I don't.
Yeah, she needs to get some new needles.
And I'm doing
Needle shopping.
Needle shopping.
four knits and 2 stitches of basically garter. Knit a row, purl a row, knit a row, purl a row. And it just gives it a little bit of like ribbing, a little bit of stretch.
That's a very good point for Ann Karen. If you ever knit, or anybody who wants to knit socks for somebody who doesn't know if they have a high arch, don't. If you generally have a pattern that has like a rib in it, it will flex and give where you need to. So it will probably be an okay fit.
And I'm keeping these in my new bag from Wendy.
So glad you showed that, because we were going to talk about that from Wendy from Yarn by. Hold on a second. Hold on. Here.
By the Bay
Yarn Co. By the Bay Yarn Co.
Oh, how cute!
And these have little pockets in the inside.
These are the cutest little canvas bags.
It's almost square. Look at it.
It's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect for socks.
Yes. And guess what? We've got one to give away.
I've got 2 skeins, 2 little balls down in there.
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
It is so sturdy and so precious.
How do we want to give that away, Aim? Comments on this podcast.
Let's do that, because you know we love comments. We love comments.
We'll draw from people that leave us a note.
And if you leave one about the sound quality and it being Debbie's fault, you get 2 entries. No, I'm only kidding. We're going to pick on Debbie because she's picked on me at least twice today.
I haven't picked on you one time.
Don't be thinking about it too hard. How precious. Okay.
I love it.
Bright summer yellow. Yep, pockets. This one also has the pockets.
That's adorable. Wait, I have to go get my note up there.
What note?
The note to get the giveaway. I gotta get my note up there.
She's got to put a comment on the podcast so she has a chance to win it.
Your note. I'm thinking a note like a Post-it note. You're talking about your
comment.
You're talking about your little device.
These bags are so reasonably priced, you guys. As soon as you go to her Etsy shop, you're not even going to want to have to worry about trying to win it through our podcast. You're going to want to go over there and buy 3 or 4 of them because they're so reasonably priced and they're so well made. They're just adorable. You got to go check out her site.
I bought something.
What'd you buy?
From 17 Sweet Cherry 17.
Okay. Are you going to show it?
And her name is Stevie. I didn't even open it. I've had it, and I just wanted to show how pretty it's wrapped up.
So cute.
Are we going to open it on camera?
Right now.
Alrighty.
Hopefully it doesn't have a bomb in here.
Amy.
I know exactly what it is. I just want to show how she's little
Look
washi
at that.
tape.
It's got little tape. That's so cute. How adorable.
Sometimes see, if I would have ripped all this open, then nobody would have seen how pretty it was. Oh, look. She is another polymer clay artist.
Oh. Hold them over a little bit more. I saw the brown one, but not the pink one.
Here she goes again. Okay.
I'm just trying to help. What do you keep saying? I'm criticizing. Do you want people to see them or not?
Blah, 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 blah.
What is it?
It's a little snowball. How many calories is this?
Oh my gosh,
it is so. This is another thing. It's so light. Some of the ones that you get, it's just they're really heavy. Mm-hmm. Let me open this other one. This one reminds me of remember Ding Dongs?
Yes.
She said Ding Dongs are on her list.
It's a snowball cupcake.
Oh, how does she? Oh my goodness.
That's adorable.
So, and she has got all kinds.
Okay, hold up her card again.
Hold up her card again. See, she told me what to do again. See, if you don't pay attention, you don't notice it.
I'm just going to sit here quietly and let you talk the whole time, and I won't say a word. So you do that anyway, right? You do all the talking 90% of the time anyway.
I'm not saying a word.
I'm getting up and walking out. No, I'm not. I'm only kidding. 17 Sweet Cherry 17 on Instagram. She's got an Etsy shop too. Sweet Cherry, I think is her shop. But go to her Instagram page and you can get over.
That's adorable. Oh my
Sweet
gosh.
Cherry Shop.etsy.com.
Yep. Stevie Dentinger. These are so awesome, aren't they?
How did you find her?
I saw a post or somebody had one of her little stitch markers on their knitting and they tagged her, like just how we find other people. And I went to her shop and I went to her page. I said, oh my gosh, I've got to start following her. How fun is that?
That's cool.
They're adorable. Oh my gosh.
They're cute.
No calories in those at all.
None. Almost like, you want to.
I know. It's like, can we taste it?
Take a little bite. Don't do that. Don't eat your knitting jewelry, please.
No.
It'll be good for you.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so we've got do you have anything else to show?
No.
Okay, so the Mystery Knit Along, A Mother's Gift. Clue 1 rolls out in less than a week, May 4th, but it may be May 3rd at night. So the people on the other side of the world, when they wake up, it'll already be in their inbox. There's 4 clues, 1 week each Friday. That last clue will roll out the day before I leave for my cruise. So if you have any questions, please message Debbie. And in our Ravelry group, Periscoping Sisters, there is already a chatter and spoiler thread. So if you don't want to see people's progress, do not go over there and don't message me later that it's no fair. I will not tolerate that. Does all of you children understand? I'm saying it one time.
And now who's bossy?
I can be because I'm the older of the two of us.
Wait a minute.
What? Of the two of us.
Oh.
Of the two of us. Even though she looks our age now.
Oh, hush.
But I am going to open, because we have some really, thanks to Debbie, because she's already knitted as well, we have some really beautiful up-close shots of each clue. I'm going to open up a totally different thread. It'll say spoil alert clue 1. And I'll probably put the pictures in the next day or two, sometime over the weekend after the clue is released, because there's some people that knit very, very fast. If you're just a little nervous and you're wanting to check and see if yours looks like it's supposed to, you can go over and look at what it's supposed to look like if you even care about that. If it was me, I really don't care what it looks like. I just have a good time knitting. But some people get really anal about that and they want to make sure it looks just like it's supposed to, so they will do that. Not you.
No.
You're like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. People like Debbie.
Yeah.
Those kind of people.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what will be in there as well.
You're picking on her again. Stop.
I have to keep up with her. She's the pot stirrer. Did you hear that? Stir in the pot. She stopped talking. She decided.
Well, she said she was going to shut up.
Okay, you may talk now. So
Did you want to announce the person that won the giveaway for the yarn?
Yes.
Get with it.
Okay, so we had a winner. Hold on a minute. It was Cookie Year 293. And she chose, hold on a minute. Her name is Corral, I think. I got to go back to her. One moment.
Technical difficulties.
She's laughing at me.
And you have 2 other sets?
It was Corleen who won the Instagram, the reposting of the Mystery Knit Along. And
Yes.
It was a bunch. And we did a random number generator. Corleen won, and I messaged her, and she chose Jason's the red and pink combo.
Uh-huh.
So that's now out of the house. So there's the other set of Jason's Scribbles and Knits, and the other indie dyer is Hannah Florian. She's got 2 sets, beautiful. You need to go check out her shop. We're going to use those in the giveaways as well.
Okay.
But we're going to wait until we move.
They can use them for a different project.
Yeah. Oh, yes, for a different project.
Yeah.
So, that's all I have.
Okay. So we're going to do a giveaway for the bag. Put your comment
Yep.
after the podcast, and we will draw on our next podcast the winner of that.
Right?
And I may do an Instagram giveaway because I haven't, I've gotten a couple prizes over the last. Oh, and we also next time we podcast, we must remember we got a couple patterns in Ravelry as giveaways.
I'm so glad you said that. because my secretary has it here, but I wasn't paying attention to the notes. There were 3 patterns that were given to us, I believe. And if somebody watches this and said, but what about my pattern, please message me and let me know, because it's just my secretary. You know, she's a little, getting a little
Wonky.
old. Yeah, wonky. 3 of the 3 patterns that were gifted at us for giveaways. One was by Jen Sheelan. We've got plenty of time for people to keep watching. I'm going to bring these up so people can see what they look like.
Okay. Do you want to just make a thread? Let's put threads on the Ravelry group so that people, if they're interested and they love the pattern and they really want to win it, then they can sign up in that thread. Otherwise, we don't want to give it away to somebody that's not interested in knitting it.
What we'll do is we'll pull 3 winners. The first one has their choice. The second one has whatever's left, and the third one, whatever's left after that. How's that sound? We're going to put 3 different threads in.
I would rather do 3 threads. That way, you know that the person that signed up under that thread, they really want to knit it. Otherwise, you win a prize that you're not interested.
Okay, all right. This first one is Jen Sheelan, Bride by the Sea Shawl.
Beautiful.
Yes, it's really pretty.
Got
Thank
lace
you,
back
Jen.
That is so incredible. It looks huge.
Yeah.
And it looks like you could modify it, make it smaller or bigger, change the needle size and the type yarn, but that is stunning. Bride by the Sea. That'll be the first one. And Karen says she wants this one. Okay, you have to go to the Ravelry group and try to show me. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. Yeah,
I'm
the
still
next
learning
one.
Ravelry. You know, you can never.
The next one is called The Only Way Is Up Cowl by Naomi Buchanan.
Very nice.
This looks like it's fun. It will keep your interest as different stitch patterns. Beautiful cowl.
Yes.
By Naomi. Okay, that'll be another thread. And the other one, and don't laugh at me because I don't know how to say it. How do you say that? Coolithin by Madeline Windsor.
Very pretty.
Another beautiful.
Oh, I don't think I got that one.
Because she likes me better.
Did you get one from Mina?
Yes, her
changes.
Yes.
Did she? I think she meant for us to give a copy of that one away too, didn't she?
If not, you just messed up.
That's okay. I'll pay for a giveaway. I'll buy it for somebody. If I think we should do that one too, because I think Mina sent it to us, and I think that's what she said. I can look it up too.
I have it right here.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that one.
Yeah.
And this is real interesting construction, isn't it? It's
yes.
It's beautiful.
It's like a long rectangle, like a stole.
But it's not knit in just like a long rectangle.
No.
It has different angles. You hold stitches, you knit that part, then you knit almost like a patchwork quilt.
Right.
Quilt. Isn't that beautiful?
Very pretty.
She looks so good. Her haircut is like.
I love her haircut.
Okay, I think that's all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was so fun to have you, Aunt Karen, on the podcast.
So fun to be here.
Thanks for visiting with us, and I'm so glad next time you come down to Amy's, maybe we can try and arrange it if I come out there to visit with her. Maybe you can pop over too.
Debbie's never been to my house ever.
That's not true.
I'm kidding.
You're such a devil.
She's so full of it.
Devil. She's bad. Yes, but truly.
It's been a while.
This guy was how old? Months.
No. Yeah. I don't think I've been there since Ronnie's been on the scene.
Well, neither has she. It's been 8 years.
Yeah.
I think Skyland was not even knowing that you were her aunt when you came. Longer than Aunt Karen's been.
It's time for you to get here.
Okay.
She needs some time away from all the crazy work and.
Yes.
Now that we have California weather, do we not today?
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful out there.
Sunny,
nice.
gorgeous.
Cool.
So, I'm going to get Ronnie to hang up my birdie ball.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have 15 nests underneath our...
He's going to hate me.
She's never going to be invited by him again. But it'll be neat to see how this gets smaller. Because the birdies will take the little...
You should measure it.
You can't wait because the birdies are doing their nests
I know.
now.
That's why I said we got to show it. Then he can take it out there.
Has to get up soon.
Okay, you tell him that. You boss him around.
No.
No.
My job.
Okay, so you're gonna pop in the video of us visiting with Dad yesterday.
Yes, I've got a little bit of editing to do today, and depending on, I'm going to go watch some of Luke's showcase because he's doing a baseball showcase over at University of San Diego, which is a D1 school. And he got a letter in the mail inviting him specifically. They would like for him to come to this showcase. So that was very exciting for him.
Nice.
And so I'm going to try and pop over there and watch a little bit of that, but I'll be able to edit it pretty much sometime today. I'll try and get it up before the end of the day.
And what I'll do is I'll take some pictures of the things we showed.
Okay.
And you can do them at the very, very end.
Okay. That would be
I'll send
great.
it to you. Okay. If you can't be kind,
Be quiet.
high five.
Happy knitting.
Happy knitting.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too.
Debbie, I'm standing right here. I'm sitting right down here behind everybody. Right in front. No, it's okay.
You know, hey Karen.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you? How was your drive?
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't call you this morning because I knew I'd be here.
No, but somebody else texted me early this morning.
I did.
She admits it. No, nobody really did anything early except for Sue. Sue called me, and I was in the middle of, I couldn't even answer the phone. I was in the middle of breakfast and at the Denny's. So she dictated a nice long song on the voicemail and then proceeded to go through a whole bunch of subjects that I had no idea how they were related to one another. But
Yeah, she went on a tangent.
she has flight of ideas sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I captured that and I listened to that when I got home. And I think I got a voicemail from Avi and Sanday together, which was nice too.
Good.
So, hey, quite a drive this morning, huh?
Yeah, it was good though. I was on the right side of the road
I hope so.
because the opposite side was all stopped.
No kidding.
You got lucky.
I did get lucky. Yes, I did. I made it in 4 hours and 15 minutes.
She got here before I got back from the nail place. She texted me, "I'm here." I'm thinking, "Oh my gosh, I am not there."
Because you were
But
gone.
Ronnie was home.
Because you were
and
gone
Sky
for
was
2
home.
hours. It was like you were gone.
You know what?
It was a good trip.
Well, that's good. And you,
I just remembered that we're recording, but when it records, it cuts off the sides, remember? So, Aunt
Yeah.
Karen, you're not really in the picture very much. You're going to have to move over. There you are!
I can't see you then.
Because it cuts off about
No, I don't. You can't fix it because it's the way it records. Little pieces
Go down on
each.
the table like this, Karen, so then you'll be in front of Amy. That's
No.
good.
Levi, she's got a lay on the table.
Amy, no hiding. Oh my
Levi's got
goodness.
this
Now
much of
they're-
his arm in it.
I can
Now
see
they're
all of
in it.
Levi. Levi, don't move. You're right in the middle. You're good.
It looks like we got everybody, maybe except for
Everybody
James
hold the
here.
pose.
Senior, come on,
No, it's
James.
all right. It's okay.
Oh, James,
She's
you
over
can
there.
sit down here.
Senior.
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 Okay, how about we do this? I have a suggestion. Should we let Dad open his gift and then we'll sing? Because we have to move to another room because Skyland's going to play the piano.
Okay.
Let's
the
do
gift.
gifts first.
There's a gift.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, he didn't even open his cards yet. Amy, he's got one from you.
Hey, This has got some substance to it.
Yeah.
The boat.
Just keep your mouth closed over there.
Well,
young-
it's not a jet ski.
young
We
daughter.
know that.
It's probably an Amazon box because everything comes in an Amazon box.
I need to peek again at
Oh.
make sure
See,
that
there's
you
a
can
barcode for Amazon.
Is he going to save the paper?
This is a re-gifted box.
Reboxed box.
Reboxed. Yeah.
Oh, your present, that's for you. Oh, it is Amazon. You were right.
Everything is Amazon.
Do you need a pair of scissors?
No, I think I can get it just by ripping it.
Turn the camera a little bit, Debbie, so that pop-up's a little bit closer to the center of the camera. Or bring your computer up a little closer to him.
It would help.
There you go.
Yes.
Put it on the stool, Mom.
No, it's too low. Bring the little table over.
Let's move the goose up.
Yes, take the goose. That's good.
And I'm making everybody sick here.
Yeah, you gotta have something here to cut this.
Perfect.
Here, hon, here's my little scissors.
Oh, and Mom's got something.
If you had opened to the other side, it would have been easy to open, but that's okay. You didn't know
I
that.
thought I went in a place that was
Here.
Oh.
What was that?
We're chasing a gnat.
Oh, chasing a gnat. I thought they were setting off fireworks.
We don't have those in California.
Gnats?
Just saying.
Boy, lots of padding, I'll tell you.
Padding out there.
There's yarn in there. No.
No, there's no yarn in there.
There was yarn in the bottom.
Oh, I can get you some yarn. If you need some yarn, would you like some yarn? What did you get?
Our anniversary
Oh,
family
for
reunion.
heaven's sakes!
photo library. I was wondering where that thing was going to, when that thing was going to
Show up.
put his head up.
Oh my
I
goodness!
thought she just forgot. She took all
Did you
these
get
pictures.
a chance to look at all the pictures, kids?
Yes, we just
Yes.
looked at it.
I
Oh,
bet you
wow.
couldn't
Oh, we
believe.
just-
Oh, a birthday note. Oh my goodness.
You can read it later.
Yeah, that's the one of the great ones from the bed. We had a group picture. I remember one group picture.
That's this
There
one.
it is.
Yeah, right. First photo.
There's
was
Tracy and Baba and
Oh man,
Abby.
look at all this great stuff. Now this was.
Look at how little these guys look. Here, let me show this picture.
Bro, Jared looking huge as always.
Look at these two.
Yes.
Oh, Lynn, you're a different little girl.
Yeah, she's grown up into being a
Oh,
young
God.
lady from the little girl
Oh God.
in that picture.
Get off me.
Oh.
Did you
man.
get
my
any horse
goodness.
picture? Oh, that is a great gift, you guys. That is really, really
Terrific. Really, right on the
a
spot.
great gift.
A little
Even
late,
though it's
but
Yeah,
on the
really.
spot.
well, you guys are busy too.
Time goes by fast when you're living your life, that's for sure.
Yeah. So enjoy
Yeah,
every
don't we
day.
know?
Oh man.
You'll have to take some time after
I'm,
and
I'm,
take
I'm
a
gonna,
look.
I'm gonna take some time later when,
Some
when
kid
it's
squall.
quiet and I can just, Mom and I can go through this together. But I remember you were taking shots in every direction in every
was.
place. And
There's a lot of pictures of all of us at the dinner table where I'm not even in the picture because I was taking all the
you're
pictures.
taking it, yeah.
Yeah, all these big shots
Oh,
here.
look at
There's that's okay.
And we have our T-shirts on.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I got the same one on today.
No, you don't really.
I
The
do.
50-year marriage one?
The 50-year marriage
Oh
one.
my goodness! Look at that.
No, you play.
I still wear mine.
Big coincidence that I wore it today on my birthday.
And back at the time, I had the saying days. I had the Fakulajos write a little note to you guys, so I have a note from each of the
Oh,
Fakulajos in the book, so you guys can
that.
attach them in there in some way if you'd like.
Oh, good.
So
Who did the book? Who did you go to?
we did it on Shutterfly, and I had uploaded all the pictures, and I did the first half, and Amy did the second half, and she uploaded a couple more pictures, and then
They do
got
an
it printed.
amazing job, don't they?
That's a great website. for
Daddy's
putting
used them for.
pictures together, physical, pictures in hand kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good trip, wasn't it?
was fabulous.
Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Wonderful. Levi got thrown from the horse,
Thank you.
and they were all talking about him the next day.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember I was riding right behind him when he flew off the back of that horse. I thought, oh my gosh, he better not have hit a rock.
Who fell off?
Jared got thrown from the horse, or Levi did, got thrown from the horse.
That's what's wrong with him. He fell on his
Just an animal.
Yeah, well,
We
it's
were
preparing
really-
you for football.
Yeah.
We're really lucky that
Much harder hits.
Much harder.
Much harder.
Okay, we're gonna go to the piano so we can have a little concert real quick.
Okay.
all right.
Tell me when you're ready.
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
Take it off. Go.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Papa. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Wow.
That was great,
Even
Sky.
with
That
harmony.
was terrific.
we've got one more song for Pop Pop. Okay.
Okay.
Yay, very good.
All right. Nice
Holy-
job.
Holy, holy, holy. And
That's a great
That's
birthday gift.
Right. Okay. I'm going to put this somewhere where it's... Everybody come back in here.
Very nice guy.
You know, that looks weird where you're walking with it in front of
No,
you.
and things behind you get...
Yeah. It's a
Okay, Aunt Karen, you sit here. And you sit next to... Right there in the middle. Get close because it's going to...
Are you going to sing?
The women. Okay, well, we didn't know what else. Is that all we're doing for the video?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. I must tell on your sister. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
I was just doing what I was told.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Me, don't bring any bad stuff. She said bring fruit.
Fruit.
So I brought fruit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean. Fruit
With the little eyes.
Things
With eyes.
with
Yeah.
eyes.
for all of our diets.
Strawberries with character.
She's a Mushek. Doesn't
I
listen to
did
nothing.
what I was told.
I give the similar gift to Nancy at Valentine's Day, chocolate covered cherries.
Oh.
She's one
Get
every...
to eat one a week.
I
Oh,
don't.
sorry. Wait.
I didn't make
One
that.
a week. I get one a week.
I didn't make the once a week rule. I would have eaten them every day.
Sure. Valentine's Day, I still have about 7 or 8 left in there.
Yeah. She hides them.
Probably
She puts them in corners in the refrigerator where they're not so
so
often.
he can't find it.
And then I bought more stuff, but they didn't open it yet.
Oh.
In the freezer.
It's dessert.
Oh, there's one thing in the freezer and another thing in the refrigerator.
It's not quite the same as the one you make, but we brought one for Pop Pop too.
I bet you. Did you make a carrot cake?
I did not make one this year.
Good job.
Good job. But I can arrange that.
No.
No. Oh, please.
Talk about timing and all that sort of thing, boy. That.
All right, well, listen,
So-
you have a wonderful birthday. We're headed out to dinner, and
We're going to celebrate your birthday.
we're going to celebrate your birthday for you.
What is he doing back there? What are you eating, Levi?
That's great.
We're getting ready to go to Japanese, and he's eting crackers. Does that tell you anything?
Okay.
Hey, crackers will make you strong, bro.
He's
Just
a
letting you know.
bottomless pit.
Just letting you know.
All right. I love you guys.
Good
Happy
to see y'all.
Thanks,
Good
thanks.
to see everybody.
Thanks.
Love you.
Dude.
Love you, Ronnie. Don't let them beat you up too much. See you, Karen.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.